school football is just 2 weeks away from crowning the season's state champions.
Things are wrapping up. Sports reporter Marc Robbins is giving us a little insight into what we can expect from the semifinal action this weekend. Hey there, Marc.
Hi, guys. Hi.
It's ramping up.
It is, and you got to do me a favor, Scott.
Yeah.
You got to hold the rain off for Sunday until at least 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
You might be okay.
Because we got 12 semifinal games on Sunday.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yes, it's a big Sunday. Forget the NFL, because we have 12 high school football games.
And they play rain or shine.
They will, yeah. And they got to play because the following Saturday, a week from Saturday, 8 days or 9 days from now, it's the state final. So they got to get the games in.
All right.
So what are some of the games that you're looking forward to?
Well, there are a couple of games that there are a ton of games that are really intriguing, and a couple that I wanted to highlight. First of all, we're going to talk about, I believe it's the Maloney-New Canaan game.
Yeah,
that's a semifinal game. Maloney's going, trying to get to the state final for a third straight year. They played each other last year. This is last year in the state final, and New Canaan won that game late on a field goal. And it was a great game. So it's really kind of Maloney. As you see, a lot of speed. New Canaan with tremendous history and state championships for the Rams. So this is going to be a great semifinal. This is at New Canaan, so the Rams have a bit of an advantage.
And that throw. Do you see that throw?
Yeah, these are two outstanding football teams that have been around for certainly in the state tournament picture for the last
I know you're not a scout, Mark, but do you ever see a player on a certain team and say, that kid's going to make it?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
You can tell.
You can tell.
You can tell. And there are kids there are a bunch of kids. There are at least half a dozen to 10, 12 kids, to a dozen kids that'll play at the college level, at some level in college after their high school careers.
That's pretty incredible. Good for them.
I mean, when we watch the replays,
I know. I'm like, whoa.
They're great.
Well, of course, we're only showing you the highlights.
Yeah, but some of the lowlights are pretty impressive as well.
They're really good. And another big game, and it's going to be hard to tell the teams apart because they're both maroon and white. That'll be Windsor hosting North Haven in a Class Double M game, and that's Anthony Robinson. He's just a sophomore for Windsor, and he is an outstanding quarterback.
Sophomore.
He's already gotten a lot of college offers already. His dad was a big basketball star at Central Connecticut, and so he's got the athletic gene trait certainly. And this team throws the football all over the field.
Did you see that bomb?
Yes, it's a contrast because North Haven, again in the maroon and white, all they do is run the ball. They run an old, like older than me type of offense called the wing T, and they just run if they throw the ball 4 times in a game, that's a lot.
That's a lot for them.
They will run the football right at you. So it's a contrast in styles, which I think is going to be a great game.
See,
and that game's in Windsor.
And forgive me, I don't think a game is as exciting with that type of game as opposed to a passing game.
Right, but you're going to have one side throw all the time, one side run all the time.
Right.
So I think that's going to be very interesting.
You make a good point.
It's going to be really interesting to see which side can come out on top. So 12 games. Joe Unko and I will be out covering it. We're going to have at least 7 covered with highlights coming up on Channel 3 Eyewitness News on Sunday.
Okay, and then really quick, UConn men's basketball plays 5th-ranked Kansas Friday night, tomorrow night in Kansas.
Yes.
What do the Huskies have to do to stay undefeated?
Wow, this is, they've won 24 straight, an NCAA record against non-conference teams by double digits.
Wow.
They'll be fortunate to win the game, and I say that because Kansas is so good. Fog Allen, one of the legendary places to play, Fog Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas. It's an unbelievable atmosphere. In fact, they are already camping out for tickets for Friday's game. They started yesterday, 48 hours before the game. The students have been there to get to the student section.
That is awesome.
And so UConn, with its depth is really going to be challenged tomorrow because Kansas can match them depth-wise and go up and down the floor.
What is it, 9:30 game?
9 o'clock game on ESPN.
9 o'clock game, I apologize. Okay.
9 o'clock. So it's fantastic. Don't panic if the Huskies don't win.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're not going to, but
don't panic if they don't. All right, that's good. Thanks, Mark. Always a pleasure.
Quelling our concerns.